Welcome to Sparkle UK. In this video we're going to be adding this camouflage camera to the Ubox app. So if you follow the instructions so far, you'll have charged the battery partially if not fully. Also on this side of the unit you'll have added a SIM card there, and you can't see it very well, but to the left there should be an SD card. See if we can move this out of the way for you. Yeah, an SD card and SIM card in the slot. Make sure the SIM card's working and it's got credit on it. And you also want this antenna on, otherwise the SIM can't get reception. So you want both of these open for this setup. Because on this side, again it's difficult to see, but there's a power switch there. To turn that on, move that to the right, and you see these power lights come on. What we're looking at is the light on this side. So this tells us what the SIM is doing. What we're looking for is a solid green light, as we just got there. Now this can cause confusion because in the app it will tell you to look for a blue light, which I'll show you in a second. So once you've downloaded the app, which again is in the instructions, set up your account. When you first open the app you should get this page. Now if you've added a camera in the past and it's still there, you'll have the camera. You won't get this add device, but you can still click on that plus button, look at the top right corner, and that gives you the same thing. So either way, click on either one of those two, it takes you to the next screen. This device, it's got a SIM card in it, it's a 4G camera, so we need to click on 4G.
Insert the SIM card, install the camera, install the antenna, then power on the device. The blue LED will light up. After about 1 minute, click Next.
So again, this is where it causes confusion because this app covers multiple devices. And this particular one, like I say, if it's got a blue light showing, there's actually a problem with the SIM. You actually do want a green light. So that's the only thing that can cause a bit of confusion. So make sure you've got a green solid light. If you've got a blue light, then it might be there's no credit on the SIM, or the SIM is deactivated, or it's not inserted at all. But once you've got a green light, you can tick to say, yes, I see a blue light. I know it's a bit backwards, but you can do this. Now,
scan the QR code on the camera to connect to your phone.
So it will ask you to use the camera at this point, because obviously it wants to scan the QR code. The QR code is found on the back of the unit just there. Anyway, see, it just saw it straight away.
Enter the camera name and address. Using default name and address can go to the next step directly.
So it should pick up the camera very quickly. If you start guessing on the previous page, like a percentage bar going up above 20%, it's probably not going to connect. It should be as fast as that. I didn't edit this video, it just literally went straight to the next page. This bit you can, if you wanted to choose a device name, you put what home you want it in. In all honesty, if you've got one camera, there's no point. But if you've got multiple, then yes, you might want to call it a different name. You can change the name a bit later on though in the in the settings. So you press next. It's just adding the camera to the account. Yeah.
Camera installed successfully. Fully charge the camera at first use.
Okay. Right, so we get the camera shown online. You might not get a picture straight away. You might just get a still image of or default image. If we click on this now, oh yeah, by the way, that what you're looking at there is not a live image, it's just the last image the camera saw. I can see my office because I've set this up before the video to make sure everything was working, but you will get like a default sort of image of a living room normally. But either way, it's not a live image. If I move the camera now, see, nothing happens. If you click on this though, we're now looking at the live image once it loads up. It does take a little bit of time to first connect. What it's saying here, I've used a different SIM, which is why it's complaining, but you can just ignore this. Either way, you can just ignore this. Now, when you first log in, you might get, it tries to give you like a run through what each button does on the app. I just tend to ignore it. But I'll run through it now anyway. So, yeah, so that's a live image. So I'll quickly run through. When you're looking live, you've got the sounds turned off as default. It's best to leave it off if you're sat next to the camera anyway, because you'll just get feedback from the camera. To the right of that, you can take a photo which that saves that photo to your gallery. You press the microphone button, allows you to talk back through the camera. Obviously you don't want to do that if you want to keep it covert. Press the recording button, again saves recordings directly to your phone. And here is the cloud SD button on to the right. So if you've got any recordings on there, it will keep them here. So basically, if you want to access any recordings, yeah, this would be that'd be early when I was setting it up. Basically, all your recordings are held there. Let's go back one. Oops. Load back up again. So basically, that cloud SD button, as default, it will show you what's on your cloud account. I haven't got a cloud account. You can pay for one. It's cheap, but you don't really need it. As long as the camera's got the SD card in, it's powered up, you can literally click on that and access any recordings from the SD card. If you go into the settings, so the cog at the top right corner, again we can change the device name like I said before, and then you've got storage management. Again, you can pay for, you can format the SD card, which clears everything off the SD card. You can pay for cloud storage if you wanted to. Image flip if you want it upside down or mirrored. Vision modes. Now, if you leave it in normal, it will go into night vision automatically when it gets dark, but you can force it to go into night vision mode, which means it will see in black and white. Also, the let's just turn this on. I don't know if you can see it with this camera, but this has got infrared lights behind the screen. You can't see it with the human eye at all. There's no red glow, but that just helps to light up the image. Let's go back and see. So I'll come out of the app, so it disconnects once you do that. Let it reconnect again.
Yeah. So I mean, don't be wrong.
Yeah. So not originally detection. So that's just the sensitivity. If it's going off too often, you can lower it. If it's missing stuff, you can higher it. So I'd leave it in medium to start with. So cloud duration. So when it detects something, this is how long it records for. I'd say 20 seconds. Don't go for full-time recording, it will just burn the battery out. That is basically, if you're using it indoors, you might want to change the frequency of the lighting. Basically, if you get it flickering off the lights, you want to change that. LED indicator. So that's the LED indicator that's on the side of the unit I showed you earlier. You can turn it off. To be honest, in this unit, so basically this indicator here, you can turn it off, but there's no real point with this unit because that's going to be closed anyway, so no one's going to see it.